All right. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm breathing a little heavy. Give me one sec. Yeah. Sorry for. Okay. Sorry for starting the stream like 5 minutes late. I was actually helping my grandmother with something because you know what? I'm a sensitive person and I care, and I'm not an asshole. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna help my grandmother, and then I'll come up here and do the stream and whatnot. And yeah. So let me just do the old thing real quick. So let me just tell people that I'm live. All right. Yeah, new on your okay. All right. Oh my god. Whew. A little bit warm in here. Let me just move this microphone side right here. Yeah. I just want to talk to it like this. I don't know why. But okay. So someone's here. That's good. So welcome to the chat and whatnot. Um so welcome to the NXT and 205 Live Super Show because we have what's up, Tim? How you doing? We have a bunch of stuff to cover, so I'm gonna just get straight to it. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I got a new hat. That's right. So yeah, this is just a hat that I got from a coworker of mine, and he came back from a work trip, and they gave him this, so he gave it to me because he didn't want it. So yeah, it's cool. So yeah, new hat. That's pretty cool. No, I know, I know what it is, but we will get to that in just a sec. First things first, I do want to say that the Nerdy Mark channel has officially hit 200 subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you that have subscribed and watched any of my videos, and quite frankly, putting up with me for all some of the craziness that's been going on in life, as you know. But I mean, it looks like things are going to slow down just a little bit at work, so I may be able to dedicate a little bit more time to YouTube. You might see some more edited videos this time around. So yeah, that's there. So thank you so much. I will be in 2 weeks time. I will be doing 2 weeks from Saturday or Sunday, one of those. I will be doing a live Q&A session where you can ask me anything. You can ask me about wrestling, comics, games, anime, life, whatever. You can ask me about anything. I will make the appropriate social media posts, and we'll go from there. You can force if you have access to my DMs, you know, um, you can definitely send me a DM. You just however you want, and I mean, send me a text if you have my phone number, right? Yeah, anything you'd like, just send me a DM or comment on the appropriate social media post, and your question might be answered. Who knows? Because I really wanted to do a Q&A for a very long time. And I wanted to first build up a bit of a fan base, um, so that I could do it, so that finally I can get into that and whatnot. So I will be very excited if you guys do send me some questions on the appropriate streams, or not the streams, appropriate social media posts and whatnot, where I will go more into detail about how we're going to do this Q&A. So thank you for that. Really, really appreciate once again for 200 subscribers. Here's to the next 3, 4, 500, all the way to 1,000. We're just getting started, folks. We are just getting started. So please stick around. It's gonna be it's gonna be it's gonna be a fun ride, right? So I'm very, very excited. Quick thing also, just the news broke out today. Congratulations to Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, the man and the man's man. Oh my God. But they are officially engaged. So congratulations to them. So good on them. Really happy for them. So that's there. Now, let's get to the matter on hand. Before we talk about NXT and 205 Live, I think we need to talk about the big news that broke out earlier this week, and that is the fact that starting September 18th, NXT will be on the USA Network, and it will be 2 hours long. Now, on Twitter and Instagram, I did do like a bit of a rant kind of a video on that. And quite frankly, that was kind of like my knee-jerk reaction to the news. I know I sounded very emotional in that one. I was like, oh my God, it's going to TV. I mean, it sounds great and all, but Vince McMahon and he's gonna ruin the show, and Brock Lesnar is gonna come in and take all the NXT, every single belt on NXT, and oh my God, what do we do? Chaos, everything is NXT is over, and RIP and whatnot. Look for the third show to be a big event, as it will be the first one going head to head with AEW. Yes, I'm going to get into that. Yeah, so AEW, obviously, as we know, is coming out on October 2nd. WWE decided to try and beat them to the they kind of did. Kind of decided to beat them to the punch and say, you know what, y'all are doing October 2nd. You know what, we're going to do September 18th. So, there you go. Yeah, we're anyway. We're competing. Yes. Anyway, so that's pretty interesting. Now, as I mentioned, I had a bit of an emotional filled rant on my social medias. So if you want to go watch me freak out and spaz out and shit, go ahead and go for it. Okay, so I wasn't like crying or anything, but I was a little emotional about it. So yeah, now that I've had a chance to really take in this news, I decided I'm going to go ahead and take a step back, because I do want to see how this plays out. And also there are also rumors and reports that Triple H is still in charge of NXT. The only difference is that NXT will be on television, and like I said, 2 hours long. So a lot of people were talking about how. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this around so you can see, especially so you can see the Kingdom Hearts thing. I wanted to. Oh crap! Sorry, but I wanted to say this. A lot of people were talking about how NXT doesn't need to be 2 hours long. It's going to be diluted, and why are we doing this? Why does it need to be on TV now? And I understand your concerns, maybe. So some of the complaints of this I saw online were the fact that we don't need NXT to be 2 hours long. It doesn't need to be on the USA channel, and it's fine as it is. Now, I have to respectfully disagree with that, and I will say this: I think I understand the potential issues that it can. Let me just turn this around a little bit more so you can see. So you can see that. That's very important that you can see it. So anyway, I think that having it be 2 hours and whatnot is fine, in my opinion. Let me explain. So I think that NXT is such a great brand. It's a fantastic brand. It is probably the best thing going on for WWE at this point. So I'm going to say that this is actually a good move. It's a double-edged sword and whatnot, because Vince is definitely going to have his finger in the NXT pie. He may have some influence, so that may do something. But I think by and large, Triple H is still in control, so I think it should be okay. But again, we'll see how it plays out. Personally, like I said, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to see what happens between AEW and NXT. But I think that going on to USA is actually a good thing, because like I said, NXT is an amazing brand. It is probably the best thing about WWE right now. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of people don't have WWE Network. But a lot of people have cable. A lot of people have USA on their TV. And a lot of those people are wrestling fans. So giving NXT a wider audience nationwide, all across the United States, and of course on WWE Network as well, is a good thing, because it gets more eyes on the product and gets more eyes on talent such as Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, Tommaso Ciampa when he eventually returns. and many more, and all our favorite people. So I think that by and large, this is a good move. Now, yes, there's the whole notion that they're just doing this to compete against AEW. But that's kind of the point, isn't it? Because when AEW is coming there, and yes, and I get it. WWE fired the first shot. Fine. I don't care who shot first. Okay, this isn't friggin' Han and Greedo from Star Wars: A New Hope. Okay, because in that one, Han did shoot first. Anyway, but I think that this is competition is healthy. Competition is a good thing. That means they're taking AEW seriously and they want to give us a product that can go head to head with AEW. They know deep down, I think they know that Raw and SmackDown, it's just not going to cut it. And that's who Wednesday night, and that's who AEW is going Wednesday nights. So WWE is saying, you know what, you guys are going to go Wednesday nights. Well, guess what? We have a show called NXT. Put that on television, and let's see you guys compete with us there, because they know that NXT goes on Wednesdays, and I know this is probably the only reason they're doing it, and that's fine. But again, like I said, competition is good. Look at WCW back when WCW was actually doing well. 80 straight weeks they were beating Monday Night Raw on ratings. So we could potentially see that with AEW, and then Rock and then WWE can go, oh snap, we have to step our game up, and possibly this could help them get their game up and do what they got to do. So again, this is only speculation. This is all I can think about as far as this whole thing goes. But again, I am actually still very, very excited for the for the fact that NXT is going to go on live television on Wednesday nights, and it's going to go head to head with AEW, because I think deep down a lot of people wanted a resurgence of the Monday Night Wars. And now, of course, it's the Wednesday Night Wars, so there's that, right? Well, hold on. Tim has something. He says it's good for fans. NXT is the hottest WWE product, and AEW has buzz. Competition is good. 2 hours is fine. Well, okay, yeah. So basically, Tim just summarized what I was saying. So thank you, Tim, for that. Now, that's what I think that this is great. I'm actually excited to see 2 hours of NXT. Frankly, I'm very, very excited. I want to see more. This means the good thing about this is more people can get pushed. People such as Jordan Miles, Kushida. We could see more of Keith Lee. We can see more of so many other people that we don't really get to see a lot of these days, because NXT is only an hour long. Now, I understand that this product. Now, will the product be the same as when it was an hour? Is the product going to be? Are we going to get the exact same NXT as we are getting right now on WWE Network? No, we are not. It's going to be a different ball game. The quality will, I'm sure, go through some sort of a shift. And you know what? That's fine, in my opinion, because if NXT slacks, AEW is going to skyrocket. AEW is going to give WWE not just a run, they're going to make WWE do their best impression of Usain Bolt and make them dash for their money. So this could definitely be what WWE needs. They need competition, because right now, look at Raw and SmackDown. They're not doing well, and something like NXT is doing really well. So I think people backstage have recognized, oh my God, more people are watching. Hold on. Oh, more people are watching NXT. So, and it's on Wednesdays. AEW is on Wednesdays. Boom. Put it on there and show WWE. Give the best of WWE versus the best of AEW. That's what I want to see. Now, I know I pray to God that we don't get like an Invasion 2.0, because we don't need that, because we know how that went last time. Now, of course, the ego problem isn't there, but at the same time, we don't need it. Just keep WWE and AEW separate. And yeah, I don't think they're gonna. I don't see them reaching a working relationship anytime soon. I think it's just gonna always be WWE and AEW at loggerheads, because AEW might be what WWE needs to be great again. My buddy Tim here has had and John have had an episode called "Make WWE Great Again." Ha ha ha, go figure. Yeah, we get it. I get the joke, but um, this could be what makes WWE great again. We could see a resurgence of quality in WWE. We could. I'm saying could. The key word here is we could. Okay. So I am very cautiously optimistic for AEW versus NXT, and it's. I think it's just a great time to be a wrestling fan. Now, because NXT is going through a schedule change, the Nerdy Mark channel will also be going through a schedule change, and that will be revealed in due time. Okay, but I hope you guys understand my 2 cents on the whole thing. At the end of the day, I'm very excited to see NXT on national television, where honestly it belongs. It is definitely the third brand. It deserves to be the third brand on WWE. Okay, it deserves it. NXT, if excuse me, NXT deserves to be on television. Armbar nerds, hell yes. Well, Tim, don't just. We'll talk. We'll talk about it. We'll talk. I will announce it soon. So we'll just. I mean, if you want to announce it on Armbar Audio, go ahead. But I'm gonna wait to announce it on the Nerdy Mark channel. But yes, Armbar nerds. So we are doing stuff with that. I think you guys can make the connection, but we'll just leave it at that. All right. But anyway, so the AEW and NXT going head to head is fantastic. I mean, the seeds were already starting to be sown from Takeover 25 itself, I would say, with not Mauro Ranallo. Nigel McGuinness saying that NXT is the true alternative. And AEW is marketing themselves as the alternative to WWE. NXT saying, that's us. All right. And also, we're the true black and gold brand. Like, black and gold and white are the colors of AEW. We got black and gold and white. Well, black and gold at least on NXT. So you get the point. So, yeah, but overall, very excited for NXT. I think this is well deserved. Yes, I know it's because of AEW they're doing this, but I really don't care. It's just at the end of the day, it's exactly what needed to happen for NXT to go to that next level. And at the end of the day, it all works out. What happens? We get more wrestling content. You get more wrestling. Us wrestling fans get to see more of our favorite superstars. At the end of the day, we win. So there's that. Now, yeah, Vince McMahon, that's all there. Okay. But I think we will get there when we get there. All right. I'm just wanting to see how it goes. The first episode of NXT and whatnot. I want to see how it goes. I want to see what they do. And yeah, let's just see. And Vince does better when there's competition. I don't disagree with that, actually. And we have seen that in the past. But again, that was back when Vince was much younger. So we'll see. And speaking of Vince, they've actually released some of the teams for the XFL. Now, if the XFL... Now, obviously, Vince apparently... there are rumors that Vince is starting to slowly make his exit out of the company, possibly to focus more on XFL. That will be interesting to see a WWE not run by Triple H, not run by Vince McMahon, and more than likely being run by Triple H. I'm very excited to see that. I've wanted it for a while, so I think it's going to be good. I'm sure we'll see a lot of changes. I know, we have the podcast. What's up, John? John Kearns. We have both members of Armbar Audio in the house. This is awesome. I love it. Thank you guys for joining. Yo, John, what's going on? I'm just talking about the NXT going on to USA Network. I kind of talked about it. If you want to know what I basically said, read all of Tim's comments. That's basically my thoughts on it. But you can rewind the video after the stream is over. All right. Anyway, now the best Now the best host of AA is here. Ooh, man, that's an interesting feud right here. That's a dream match if I've ever seen one. Hold on, let me. Oh my god. All right, kids, you kids need to stop fighting, okay? Anyway, um, get it together. So, but we're gonna. This is, but yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, this is awesome. I'm excited. Competition is always good. It is healthy, and hopefully, this means we get a better product. So, fingers crossed, right? And yeah, again, if Vince McMahon is leaving WWE to probably focus more on NXT, I'm looking forward to see what Triple H does with WWE in his control. It will be really good. I'm just mad because I want. Okay, you know what, y'all, that is something for the chat. We can't. Not everything that we say in the chat needs to be put out over here. That's for us. All right. Okay. Yeah, I know. That's why he's mad. All right. Just y'all need to chill. Seriously. Both of you go somewhere, make out, and then come back and then do what you got to do. All right. Anyway, so oh my goodness, yeah, this is a little preview. What you're seeing in the chat is a little preview of what the three of us do on when we're on our little Facebook group. Back on track. Yes. Okay. So thank you, John, for getting me back on track. Rating your. Oh my. That's right. Rating my fridge. Rating my fridge. There is. Well, I did do a little grocery shopping yesterday, so yeah. I mean, go ahead, go for it. I don't care. Yeah. We just forgot to buy the ice cream, which kind of sucks. But then again, you are rating my fridge, so in a way, I think that's a good thing. So you don't eat the ice cream, because if you eat the ice cream, I'm gonna be very angry, and we're gonna have a serious talk about it. So that's there. And by the way, Noam Dar is a heel. So let's kind of start. Let's kind of get things rolling. I think we talked a lot about NXT going on USA and a bunch of other things. If you guys have any thoughts on it, leave it on the chat or leave it in the comments. Whatever you got to do. But let's dive right into this week's. What? I'll shit if I eat ice cream. Are you lactose intolerant, Tim? Anyway, let's talk about NXT and 205 Live. Let's dive right in. So NXT does begin. Hold on. Sorry about this. So NXT did begin with the Undisputed Era, all four members, Adam Cole talking about his match with Johnny Gargano, and then Roddy, Fish, and O'Reilly talking about how they were screwed out of their respective championship matches. All of them want a match with, Red Dragon wants a match with the Street Profits, and of course, Strong wants a match with Velveteen Dream. It's natural. They talk about how about the faulty finish and whatnot, and all that good stuff. Where the Profits pinned the illegal man, and of course, because Fish tagged in O'Reilly, but Profits did pin O'Reilly to retain the belts. Unfortunately, the ref didn't see the tag, so there's that. Now, that's basically kind of the whole gist of the promo, that they're gonna the whole Undisputed Era holding all the gold. That prophecy is still yet to happen, and that it is going to happen in 2019. So and whatnot. I actually would love to see that, and especially if NXT is going to USA, your biggest heel faction holding all the gold is a very good move, I think. So I'm excited for that. But anyway, as the Era go towards the entrance ramp, Jordan Miles interrupts. As you all know, he won the NXT Breakout Tournament, so he has a contract where he can challenge for any championship he wants. Adam Cole tries to talk him out of the championship match. Adam Cole is telling him to go and challenge for the Cruiserweight title. He tells him to go challenge Shayna Baszler at one point. He's saying that he should go maybe challenge Walter over at NXT UK. So anyone but Adam Cole, because he's going to lose. Yeah, he didn't smile at all until the end. He did smile in the end, where he kind of just dropped the contract in front of Adam's feet, and he just smiled. and he went off stage. So in 2 weeks, we are getting Adam Cole versus versus Jordan Miles. That should be a really good match. I think Cole is retaining. So, and also we are getting next week, we're getting Era versus Profits. Now, I did see the spoiler for this, and I'm not going to say anything. Tim and John, if you guys know the spoilers, shut up. So I'm not going to reveal anything if you don't know, if you didn't read any articles. I'll just let this play out. I want to see how it happened and what happens and whatnot. So yeah, that should be interesting. I'm looking forward to see what happens with that. Now, moving on to our first match, we did have Damian Priest taking on Mansoor, and in a pretty decent match. I like the way that they're building up Damian Priest. They're building him up like a monster, and that's exactly what they need to do. But of course, Mansoor does get some licks in, absolutely, does his luchador stuff. Now, if they ever make a live action movie based on Street Fighter V, Mansoor should be Rashid, because I think he would be perfect for that part. Not just because they're both from the Middle East, but also because he just reminds me of Rashid a little bit. I guess mainly because he's from the Middle East, but also because he does all kinds of cool flippy shit. So yeah. And also, Rashid uses sand as his main power, kind of a thing. So, and that would be pretty cool. Yeah, Prince of Persia. Well, we did get a Prince of Persia movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, and it didn't do that hot. And so, yeah, video game. So, yeah, we'll see. Or Ali. Ali could work too. Maybe Ali as the Prince of Persia and Mansoor as Rashid from Street Fighter. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. We're casting wrestlers as this is something else that we do in our chat. We cast wrestlers in movies, in superhero films, and other video game related stuff, and other nerdy stuff, because we're a bunch of nerds. And what a bunch of nerds, what a bunch of marks, what a bunch of nerdy marks, right? Well, let me do this right. What a nerd. Anyway, so but moving on, but we did have Damian Priest finally use the Reckoning, which kind of looks like a modified Crossroads, if you ask me, to win the match. This was fine. This was absolutely fine. I liked it. Excited for Damian Priest. I do hope down the line he does go and challenge for the North American title, because I think that would be perfect. What a nerdy mark. Yes. So anyway, that was good. I liked it. So Damian Priest has always impressed me. Even back when he was Punishment Martinez in ROH, the couple of matches that I saw of him in Ring of Honor, I was very impressed with. So I liked it. And of course, he did a pretty decent job in the All In Battle Royal. On the 0 hour. Remember, if you remember. Excuse me. I think he was a very underrated talent. Oh my God, excuse me. Sorry. I think he was a very underrated talent across all promotions that he's wrestled, and I would love to see him get a good push here. And again, with NXT going to television, Damian Priest could be someone who does get some time to shine. Yes, he was, Tim. Yes, he was. He got eliminated pretty fast, but Punishment Martinez, aka Damian Priest, formerly known as Punishment Martinez, was in the Battle Royal, the 20-man Battle Royal, along with Jordan Grace and Brian Cage, and among many others. Go back and watch that match again, and you will see that I'm right. So, but he was. He totally was in that match. So, but yeah, you don't remember it because he got eliminated pretty quickly, unfortunately, which sucks. But whatever. Up next, we had Mia Yim taking on Vanessa Bourne in a decent match. Now, I'll be honest. I think her performance at TakeOver Toronto 2 was amazing. She was the one person who really took Shayna Baszler to her limits, so good job on that. But of course, I think this is what she needs to be doing. She needs to be kind of really, they need to be building her up a little bit more before they take the title off, before they make her take the title off of Shayna. Because I think Mia Yim, just with her attitude and kind of with her style of wrestling, I could definitely see her down the line, definitely see her as NXT Women's Champion down the line, not immediately. So yeah, but finally, it was a decent match. Vanessa Bourne And Aaliyah actually slapped a sticker that says "lower" onto Mia Yim's backside, and they basically say, "Yeah, you're a lower" and stuff like that. That's their whole gimmick. Basically, Vanessa Bourne is trying to, like I said, fill the void for Lacey Evans. So really excited to see her go up to Raw or SmackDown and walk up and down the entrance ramps for 5 years. Anyway, so but yeah, it did. The match ended with um, Mia Yim hitting the protect your neck finisher onto Vanessa Bourne to win, and then out comes Shayna Baszler. She basically gives Mia Yim her props that she took her to the limit. Then the other horsewomen, Duke and Shafir, do come into the ring, and Shayna Baszler offers her a position with the horsewomen. So basically, since Ronda Rousey is busy almost getting her middle finger severed on movie sets, they need a replacement, don't they? So obviously they're going to invite Mia Yim because, well, Mia Yim almost killed Shayna Baszler. So yeah, but of course Mia does say no the only way she knows how, and that's by attacking an injured Jessamine Duke who has her arm in a cast. So she attacks her, and then Shayna and Shafir do take advantage, and they beat up on Mia Yim. Looks like this feud is still going on. Like I said, I don't know if they should be putting the title on Mia Yim right away. Again, for right now, keep the title on Shayna. Shayna is a draw. She's getting Shayna Baszler chance for crying out loud. I think she's one of the most organically, one of the people who has got a fan base organically. She has, even if she's not wrestling on TV every week, she has a very organic reaction, I feel. Her heel, whether she's getting heat or she's getting cheered, it seems very natural. And the fact that she's not, being pushed down our throats is a good thing. So, yeah, I mean, in the beginning, I kind of felt like that, but I've kind of understood what they're doing with this. And I got to say, I mean, Shayna Baszler was pretty awesome. So, yeah. Vanessa Bourne reminds me of Melrose from Glow. Yeah, so I still need to watch Glow. I'm sorry. I know. What kind of a wrestling fan are you? Stop watching wrestling. You're an idiot. I know. I'm so sorry. Forgive my sins against humanity. But yeah, I can definitely see Bourne as a character from Glow. That I can see that just because I've seen all the costumes and stuff. But yeah, I can definitely see that, John. And I think she should definitely audition for a role in Glow. She has the look down to a T. So that would be pretty cool. I would love to see that if that ever happens. But up next we had, and next week we are going to get a match that was supposed to happen 6 months ago, and that match is, of course, the Limitless Keith Lee versus the person whose eyes you need to feast on, apparently. Dominic Dijakovic, Gesundheit. So yeah, that's gonna be a good match. I can't wait for next week. That will be definitely a match to look out for. Lacey Evans is Liberty Bell as a heel. Is Liberty Bell as a heel? Okay. I don't. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, Liberty Bell in Glow. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Okay. So, sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah, so that's gonna be an interesting match. I've been wanting to see this match for a while, but I know that Keith Lee got injured for a little bit. Then Dominic and Lee had that match where it ended in the count out, where they ended in the double count out, and then Dijakovic was supposed to go into a program with Velveteen Dream, but he got injured as well. So because both men had been sustaining injuries, they didn't get to do this match. Finally, they're doing it, so that's gonna be good. And what did Tim say? I liked how they had footage from Evolve and other places of Lee and Dajiko. Yes, yeah, I thought that was really good. That was fantastic. And yeah, and I have seen one of their matches. So outside of WWE, I forget which. I believe it was for Beyond. I'm not sure, but I think it was for Beyond. And I remember it being a really good match. Hell, I've even seen a match between Lee and Cassius Ono outside of WWE, and that was really good too. So there's that. But anyway, yeah. So I'm excited to see Lee and Dijakovic finally collide and finally put the nail on the coffin of this unresolved 6-month feud. So that's gonna be good. All right. Up next, we do have Shane Thorne taking on Bronson Reed. Shane Thorne has a vendetta against all these NXT breakout tournament guys, and because he thinks he's basically doing his best impression of Dolph Ziggler and saying it should have been me in that tournament. So we have Bronson Reed and Shane Thorne in a match, both, of course, from Australia. So Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Good match. I liked it a lot. Both men just doing what they got to do and showing their prowess. Bronson Reed is a gargantuan of a gentleman, and him and Keith Lee would actually be a really good match. So, as would Dominic Dijakovic and Damian Priest, by the way. That would be another match. See, again, all these people can get a lot of exposure when NXT goes to USA. So, there you go. Good match here, like I said. I didn't take notes this time in case you couldn't tell. I'm just literally reading off of WWE.com. But yeah, Shane Thorne does finally win this match. So he is 2-0 from mine with all the NXT the breakout tournament participants. So I think that's just kind of what he's doing, just kind of picking apart every single NXT breakout tournament a competitor. So interested to see what's going to happen when he faces off against people like Dexter Lumis and Cameron Grimes and people like even Jordan Miles and even and Angel Garza. So excited to see what he does. Having all these great matches with them. So I'm surprised that they're building him up a little bit more. I guess since Nick Miller has left for New Japan, he needs something to do. Isaiah Swerve Scott, yes, absolutely. I guess Shane Thorne, he needs something to do ever since his mighty partner left. So yeah, this is fine. I'm okay with it. So let's see where it goes. Let's just see. But and then right afterwards, Velveteen Dream did come out on his little couch with the two hot ladies wearing his merch. He picks up a T-shirt and says that the Dream shirt is $30. The Dream's glasses are $10. But pitting Pete Dunne to retain his North American title was absolutely priceless. And he then calls out Roderick Strong, saying that he wants him to show the Dream something. So we'll see. I am looking forward to this match. This should be a fantastic match. And again, I would love for this match to be on USA, because if Strong is the person that's going to dethrone Dream, it should be on national television for all to see. And finally, we get the final. Then you get the final piece of the puzzle on TV, and you end the first episode of NXT on USA Network with all 4 members of the Undisputed Era holding all their precious gold up high. I'm really excited for the prospect of the Era to eventually get all the gold. I can only imagine the promos that they would cut. They would just be fantastic. I'm telling you right now. And obviously, all 4 of these guys, I think giving them all the title now, all respective titles, is good, because that means at TakeOver War Games we'll get two fresh new teams in that match, because Undisputed Era have been in the match twice, have been in a War Games match twice. So I think it's time to give 8 new superstars some come up a little bit more time to shine. I'm already getting ideas. Just have all the Just have all the people from the NXT breakout tourney, to be frank with you. Have all the heel guys on one team and all the face guys on another team. That would be fantastic, honestly. Who attacked Roman? I don't know. I think, no, he would attack Roman. I mean, it was probably Rikishi, and he probably did it for The Rock. So, yeah, that's what happened. Then we finally get our main event. Killian Dane finally and Matt Riddle finally get their hands on each other. Killian Dane has new theme music, and it actually sounds a lot better than his older one. And also, I like his new ring attire. It's literally just a tank top and jeans, kind of in a way reminiscent of John Moxley when he was in WWE. Apparently, his name was like Dean Rosen, something like that. Dean Arm Daisy, something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't remember that. Anyway, but no, I'm just kidding. It's not reminiscent of that at all. I just like the fact that he's wearing a tank top and jeans. It just looks a lot more badass, so that's cool. But yeah, Killian Dane looked like an absolute monster in this match. Oh yeah, Matt Riddle attacked him from behind, stealing a page out of Dane's book. So that was good stuff. I thought this was great. That's all I gotta say. It was fantastic. I think that both men pulled out all the stops. The match even spilled to the outside at one point, and we had them both just absolutely chaotic stuff going on there. Yeah, sorry. Matt Riddle hit Dane with everything but the kitchen sink. He got him in the submission hold. He hit him with a GTS. He hit him with a final flash knee strike, which is what he's calling the V trigger. I guess it makes sense. Kenny Omega's Riddle effing power bombed him. Yes, he effing power bombed Killian Dane. That was awesome. I try not to swear on my channel as much. I try to keep it at least PG-13, so I try at least not to use all the expletives. Y'all can do whatever the hell you want on Armbar Audio, but I don't do that here. You can swear to him. I don't care. You can say whatever the hell you want, but I'm not going to. So, yeah. So that was there, and what else? Yeah, that was great. Yeah, and as Tim pointed out, Riddle freaking powerbombed Killian Dane, and it was so damn awesome. So it was good stuff. And but the match did end when oh my god, Killian Dane hit 3 consecutive Vader bombs onto Matt Riddle. I really hope that the Vader bomb becomes his new finisher. And of course, finally, Dane does win the match, but the NXT ended with Matt Riddle running towards Killian Dane and climbing on his back again. And on WWE.com, we see that the brawl spilled outside the ring over to the parking lot. So I think that a no-holds-barred match is warranted between these two. So, hopefully it was great. After hitting one of the aprons to the outside, it was absolutely sick. This was absolutely a fantastic match. So please go check it out. It was good stuff. Moving on to 205 Live, there was only one match in this entire show. And here's the thing. I'm perfectly okay with that, to be honest with you, because this was a long match. It was a captain's challenge, a 5-on-5. Drew Gulak and Oney Lorcan could pick a team of 4 other men to face off in a 5-on-5 elimination tag match, aka basically a Survivor Series match. Like, that's literally what it was. Okay, it's literally just a Survivor Series match. I honestly wouldn't have minded this on. I wouldn't have mind. I actually would not mind a match like this on the Survivor Series pre-show. Like, this would have been the match for the Survivor Series pre-show, and not that stupid tag team Survivor Series match, because that was some BS. That was terrible. It was a good match, but it was still some BS, frankly. Yes, and to Tim's point, yes, Jack Gallagher with the umbrellas, fantastic stuff. That was gold. I loved how he just directed traffic at everybody else, and it was great. So yeah, but the team. Well, let's talk about the team. Speaking of which, so Oni Lorcan's team consisted of Lorcan, of course, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, Akira Tozawa, Umberto Carrillo, and Isaiah Swerve Scott. And on Oni Lorcan, Drew Gulak's team consisted of Gulak himself, of course, Arya Davari, Mike Kanellis, Angel Garza, cousin of Umberto Carrillo, and Tony Nese, who actually wanted to be on Drew Gulak's team to show that he's still a viable opponent for the Cruiserweight title. Interesting to see a babyface voluntarily teaming up with a bunch of heels. So that was cool. And I also like that Tony Nese, for the most part, did stay in character. Like as in did stay a babyface. So like, when, the heels were up to no good, Tony Nese was like, nope, I'm not having any part of this. Right. But Nese, great stuff. But the MVPs of this match, oh, excuse me. Oh my God. Sorry. MVPs of this match, absolutely Isaiah Swerve Scott, Angel Garza, and Umberto Carrillo. Isaiah Swerve Scott and his sequence with Tony Nese was just fantastic. I loved every bit of it. Good stuff. I thought it was great. We had a great sequence. We'll talk about that in a sec. Drew Gulak actually finally got himself eliminated when he beat the crap out of Oni Lorcan with a chair because he didn't really care. He just wanted to punish Oni Lorcan. Perfect. I think that was perfect. Still very true to his character. I love that. That was good stuff. But finally, we did have the ending, which was awesome. Angel Garza and Umberto Carrillo working some amazing magic in the ring. This is absolutely awesome. I loved every single bit of this match. Please go watch it. Just watch this match. It's amazing. I don't want to really get too into detail about what happened, but it was good stuff. I think you will all enjoy it if you haven't seen it already. But yeah, it was amazing. And honestly, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. Now that NXT is going to USA, there is a chance that 205 Live getting canceled could become a reality. After matches like this, how can you even have the conscience? How could you even think about canceling this show? This was great stuff right here. I am yet to see the day we get something equivalent to this on Raw and SmackDown because that's not going to happen. Let me tell you that right up front. We have gauntlet matches. We have all those, battle royal matches, and that's great, to an extent. But, I think the only things that come close are like gauntlet matches on the main roster, frankly. But, SmackDown may go 3 hours. If that happens, maybe they integrate the Cruiserweight. I could see that, though I don't really want to see SmackDown go to 3 hours. I would rather them just be assimilated across. If they're going to cancel it, let them assimilate 205 Live, spread them across all the brands: NXT, Raw, SmackDown, maybe even NXT UK. I would not mind seeing someone like Jack Gallagher becoming a permanent, become a permanent fixture on NXT UK. I think that would be great. His match with Cassius Ohno was awesome. So yeah, that would be something that I'd like to see. I do, like I said, but then again, I still don't want to see them completely shut down 205 Live because it is a great show. And quite frankly, you know what? Quite frankly, I said this before and I'll say it again. 205 Live deserves a pay-per-view. I'm going to say it right here, right now. I think 205 Live, they do way too much for the 45 minutes to an hour that they've gotten. They absolutely deserve to have their own show. Like 205 takeover. Like let 205 fill the void of NXT on the WWE network, if that makes sense. Well, actually, no, they won't do that because NXT, by the way, I forgot to mention, is also going to air on the WWE network on Thursday, right after it airs on USA. So that's really cool. I like that. That's good stuff. But yeah, I would love to see the Cruiserweights get a little bit more shine Honestly, I would move them to Wednesdays. I would move NXT. I would move 205 Live to Wednesdays on the. Sorry, I don't know. Those are earplugs. 2 Wednesdays on the same slot that NXT once was in. Okay, NXT was, if you guys, as you know, is on 8/7 Central on WWE Network. Move 205 Live to 8/7 Central. I would be fine with that. Matter of fact, that's what I loved. I loved watching it like that. And yeah, so there may be some there. Like I said, there will be some changes to the schedule once NXT goes on live national television. I will make those announcements very, very soon. But again, the match, of course. But anyway, going back to the match, it did end with Humberto Carrillo finally eliminating Angel Garza, who was the Lorcan's team. So that was good. So looks like the feud between Lorcan and okay, that was weird. Looks like the feud between Lorcan and Gulak is going to continue. So that should be interesting. But yeah, so overall, 2 fantastic episodes. Really loved it. Gonna miss NXT on the WWE Network. Not gonna lie, but I'm very excited for the bigger and better things. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drink to NXT. And I see on Twitter a lot of people acting like NXT is gone. It's not gone, folks. It's still there. It's still going to be NXT. It's just going to be on television and I don't know, on reaching a much bigger audience, and it's going to be 2 hours. Like, NXT is great. And like I said, it deserves to be 2 hours. I already mentioned this, but like, please see the possibilities that we can get. I understand Vince McMahon is there. I understand that they're just doing this for AEW, but again, that's the whole freaking point. So stop bitching, stop whining, and enjoy the damn product, because you know what? NXT is great, and I think it will continue to be great even when they're on television, even if Vince McMahon has an eye on that product. It doesn't matter. It's going to take a lot to ruin NXT, frankly. So overall, like I said, great shows, matches of the night. Oh, well, I don't think I'm really going to do a match of the night because there was only one match on 205 Live, but NXT Riddle versus Dane, that was the match of the night. But again, very exciting news for NXT, forever NXT going on the USA Network. At the end of the day, congratulations to NXT and Triple H, because at the end of the day, it is his baby, and it's grown now to an adolescent, I guess. Now it's become a full-grown adult, I guess, to an extent. And I think it's just going to lead to bigger and better things. I like to stay optimistic. I like to see the glass half full. So I'm gonna hope. I hope for nothing but the best for the black and yellow brand on the USA Network. That's gonna be fantastic. I am very, very happy. AEW October 2nd. So we're gonna officially get the Monday Night Wars on October 2nd. So that's gonna be cool. Again, announcements on the schedule change will come out very, very soon. Be on the lookout for that. And also, I will be making social media posts on Twitter and Instagram, and for the live Q&A stream that I want to do for celebrating 200 subscribers. So again, thank you all so much for that. I really cannot stress enough how happy I am. I love you guys very much. Please continue to support, as if once you do, it gives me more motivation to make more content for this channel. Now, that being said, thank you all again for watching. I will upload another vlog this weekend, and I will try to do another non-wrestling related video on Saturday. It may either be a live stream or it may be like just another edited video. I'll try to make it an edited video, frankly, because I kind of miss doing that, So we'll see. But if you got any suggestions for videos, like another discussion or another list, leave them in the comments. I would love to take a look at those. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you once again for joining me on this episode. I know it's pretty late. It's about 11:45 p.m. here. I really need to get to bed because I got to go to work in the morning. So yeah, that's pretty much it. With that, you guys have a good night and have a great rest of the week and have a great weekend. But until then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Tell your friends about the Nerdy Mark. And until next time, this is Sid signing off. You guys take care. Bye-bye.